Hi, ladies and gents. We're here with Joe Bolotti, who is a big, besides a great player, he's a big advocate with education, and especially when it comes about music and styles and playing. And he's been a seasoned player. Joe, welcome to Encore Chat.
Hi, Pete.
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
You
my
too,
friend.
man. You too. I had a question, Joe. When did you get started? Like, how old were you?
Pete, I started at a very young age. I started at 5 years old, but I was playing the ukulele.
Okay.
I went through a whole bunch of wild things.
Yeah.
I started playing the ukulele. It was something where music was in my family. So we'd play at holidays, and that was the thing you did. We did that, sit around singing tunes rather than watching TV. It was the thing we did. My grandfather played the uke. My cousin played the guitar, and I just wanted to play along. So they got me a uke. I started doing that. I shortly changed to the guitar, mainly because my brother quit, and there was a guitar around the house. And
so someone's got to use it, right?
Someone had
you
to
don't
use
waste
it.
anything.
I picked that up, and my first lessons were with a nun. I was taught by a Catholic nun named Sister Agnes. I had learned all the church music, and she taught me how to read and play chords. And then from there, I went over to an old music store in East Hanover named Hanover Music Center. I studied there with Mark Yeskel for a long time. I learned to read. I learned to do some basic improvisation. I was there for years and years and years. And Mark gave me my basic training and a lot of stuff. And then as a teenager, I shifted over to where everybody was going, which was Jeff Becker. In Morris Plains. And if you were from this area in New Jersey, at the time I was growing up, anybody who could play
went to him.
Went to Jeff Becker.
Okay.
And we lost Jeff a few years ago, but we have to make sure we are very clear that to keep his memory alive.
Absolutely, sure.
And when that's what I believe in, So Jeff was a great influence, and from there that took me all the way to my college years, and I continued to have Jeff as a mentor before I then changed to the piano. In college I changed or added an instrument, let's say. I added the piano to my skills and studied piano through college. But guitar has always been my good friend.
Yeah, okay. Now, let me ask you this, Joe. Do you remember what was like the first group that got you excited, like to the point where it just clicked? I mean, I know you were playing with the parents, like you're saying, and you're playing ukulele. But what was it that really drove you over the edge to really get into it, to stay with it? Was it you just think it was a love all the time, or was it?
Well, no, actually not. And that's the interesting thing. Through the years, I'm not sure. I know I loved the guitar, but I just had a genuine love for the instrument, so I always played.
Okay.
And even during my formative years, where I really didn't have a band or a guitarist that I was trying to emulate, it was always the guitar. But without a doubt, that in the early teenage years with the classic rock groups, particularly like Led Zeppelin, really opened me. I said, wow, now that is a guitar player. That's the sound I want to make. But it snowballed from there. So, you add Steve Howe from Yes into the equation. You add Les Paul. I started becoming a fan of Les Paul, the guitarist. So it wasn't just classic rock, but it was really, guitar players who were making sounds that were particularly different, particularly special, and those guys were probably my first heroes.
Okay, now let me just ask you this too: what is your feeling on? I mean, you spread over a lot of years of playing, so you've seen changes in the industry.
Yeah. From
playing, from technology changing.
Yeah.
From even think about it, cassette. CD,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The change is going so quick.
Yeah.
How do you feel? What is your opinion in today's market, or your advice could be to kids that that are seeing this, that might want to play guitar or might to do something? Can you just touch on how important it is to what you put into it, you know, in your opinion, you know, music, being an educator, so tell me.
Well, let's put it this way. You know, in a nutshell, it's something I say to the students I cross paths with every day, and that is that there is no shortcut. If someone says there's a shortcut, it's false. You eventually got to fill in the gaps. There's no shortcut, and there's no shortcut for spending time at something, and it's time that makes you an expert on with anything in life. It's the time you spend with it. So you have to put in a lot of time on an instrument to be good at it. And you know, I'm particularly thankful that I had great teachers to help just steer me.
Right. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Well, Joe, I want to thank you for stopping by Encore Chat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's always
definitely.
great to see you, man.
Yeah,
know
you
that.
too, Pete. You too.
This is an Encore Chat production, and we'll talk to you soon, people. Again, Joe Bolotti, check him out. Great player. Really put an effort in to learn an instrument. It's so important. Thanks again for lending an ear. Thanks for stopping in to Encore Chat. I'm Pete Schmiedhauser that owns a small little store called Schmied's Music, 831 Route 10 East in the Pine Plaza Shopping Center in Whippany, New Jersey. Thanks, guys, and stay in touch to see more videos to come.